This is Big Rapids Cardinal basketball on News Radio WBRN 1460 AM and 96.5 FM, a part of the Big Rapids Media Network and your home for Cardinal basketball.
Jenga spinning. Oh, goodness. The rack attack.
That was absolutely nasty.
Bolt goes up strong. Count the bump. And the bucket again.
If you get the ball in the paint, you're going to have good things happen.
Back we go here from Cardinal Arena. Brandon Worth, Blake Thomas with you here. We'll get into the Dazos Digital stat breakdown here between these two teams. And obviously, Coach, you look at the head-to-head, obviously, Big Rapids having that ability to have the last matchup in their back pocket certainly was a heck of a game. 61-48 the first time at their place. But I think more importantly, we remember that overtime thriller in the conference tournament last year. And they can fill it in times from three-point range. And to compare that with the defense, that is something we're going to be watching here tonight.
You know, every time we've played them, they've filled it up from the three-point land. You think about when we had the Dunn brothers here, the Jack Rollos, the Owen Gammons. When we played them here, they came out and had us down by 15. They hit 15 triples in that game, and we still found a way to come out on top. That's what they do. They shoot the rock. It's something that you can tell that it is a focus. It's in the game plan. Take and make that triple shot. And so that's something they're going to do, and it's a great equalizer. Yeah, they have some size over here, but they don't have 6'8", 6'6" like Big Rapids does. So you've got to be able to make jump shots from the outside to equalize some of the easy buckets that the Cardinals get just because of their size. So, again, a really well-coached team. Look for a lot of different ball movement out of them, and they're going to try and find their shooters in advantageous positions so they can just catch and shoot, because it's something that they're very, very good at.
White Cloud obviously had a phenomenal year last year, 17-7 overall, including 11-5 away from their home gym. That's a very impressive feat. Scoring about 60 points per game. That was actually higher than the Cardinals average at 56 last year. But Big Rapids, they've taken that step defensively and offensively forward in terms of statistics. 59.1 scored, 48.7 given up this year on average. White Cloud comes in just at about 49 scored and 42 given up. So obviously White Cloud, you would have to expect, and talking to Coach Kostecki, obviously you don't have the full coach's corner, but definitely they're going to maybe find a way to take the momentum in the transition game and slow down Big Rapids offensively, and especially from what happened last night against Fremont. I think you're absolutely right. Coach Jones does a great job of dissecting film, and I'm sure he saw that last night.
Yeah, absolutely. You watched that film last night. I would not be surprised if you see White Cloud come out in a 2-3 zone tonight. And one thing that you may see that the Cardinals do is switching Gabe and Ty, putting Ty in the middle of that zone, because he is probably the best passing big man that Big Rapids has had in some time. He does a really good job of catching and kicking out the backside, finding an open shooter, finding somebody down low. So you're going to see, hopefully you're going to see things like that tonight. But again, I think Fremont did have some of that blueprint last night in slowing the game down. If you can try and keep the Cardinals under 50 points, you're going to have some success. So that's what they're going to try and do. And again, the Cardinals, talking to Cole Heiss today, they want to get out and run. He said that Fremont did that to us. They slowed it way down. We want to get out and run because that's when we're at our best. And so hopefully the Cardinals can get out to a good start like they did last night, but sustain that moving forward into the second, third, and fourth quarter.
Couldn't agree more. We want to see guys getting out ahead, getting transition layups, and especially 24 soaring from the free throw line is something that we love to see here in this home building. Target your potential customers with ads on streaming TV, ads on YouTube, Spotify, or Pandora. Dazos Digital can plan, produce, and execute the campaign tailored to help your business grow. You can visit DazosDigital.com for more information. We'll get the JD Fit starting lineups for you here after our national anthem, which we are just about moments away. Dean Weiss will have the honors for us here this evening. And, of course, the area, speaking of Gabe Jinga, the area's best athletes, like Gabe Jinga, train at JD Fit, folks. Go visit John Durante, downtown Michigan Avenue. Schedule a free appointment at JDFit.com. All right, final 80 seconds here, Blake. Let's get your perspective here. Obviously, you know this team well. You know Coach Jones well. What do you think is the biggest key for Big Rapids on something they're going to see and what they have to do to counter in order to get success and try to win this ballgame tonight?
You know, they're going to see a game where White Cloud's going to try and play a game first 1 to 40 wins. So if the Cardinals can get out and run, push the tempo, and share the ball and get that thing moving all over the place, they're going to have some success tonight. If they they become stagnant, they're really going to struggle.
We will have to wait and see. With that, we will step aside here for our national anthem. We'll be back with J.D. Fitch starting lineups and opening tip-off, Indians and Cardinals, coming up next right here on your home for Cardinal basketball, WBRN.
The Detroit Red Wings return to the ice this season on WBRN.
Now the Wings trying to bump it forward. Here's a breakaway for Christian Fisher. Moves in, he shoots, he scores!
Motown looks to motor to the postseason after coming up one game short last year.
Ito with a centering attempt. Kreider with a chance. Beautiful leg pad save right there by line.
Join Ken Cal and Paul Woods each and every game on 1460 AM and 96.5 FM. For the weekly Red Wings broadcast schedule, visit WBRN.com.
When quality counts, you can count on us.
At Quality Car and Truck Repair, your safety on the road is the priority. The maintenance and repairs we do are all to that goal. But other drivers are not always careful. So just a reminder, be safe and watch out for the other guy. 220th Avenue, off Perry, just west of 131, Big Rapids.
TikTok, YouTube, Hulu, get your business where customers are watching an average of 24 hours of content each week. Dasos Digital curates campaigns for your business for your goals, targets, and budgets. Video content creation may seem daunting, but Dasos Digital can see you through the trees. Short form, long form, drone, Dasos Digital can get you looking good in front of your customers consistently and effectively. Dasos Digital, navigating your business through the digital wilderness. Visit dasosdigital.com for more.
A beautiful rendition of our nation's anthem, and we are ready for starting lineups here in Cardinal Arena. Here's Dean Bice.
And now let's meet the starting lineups for today's game between the White Cloud Indians and your Big Rapids Cardinals. First, for the Indians of White Cloud, a senior, number 12, Caleb Canning. A senior, number 14, Jaden Robinson. A freshman, number 20, Brady Strait. And a senior, number 24, Colson Cruzan. And a senior, number 42, David Higgs. White Cloud is coached by Bob Jones. And now, for your Big Rapids Cardinals. A senior, number 2, Jerice Moten. A junior, number 3, Cole Heist. A junior, number 4, Liam McLaughlin. A senior, number 24, Gabe Jenga. And a senior, number 43, Ty Galchak. The Cardinals are coached by Kent Ingalls.
Thank you, Dean, and we got our J.D. Fitch starting lineups here for this evening. We can't wait for this matchup here. Brandon Worth, Blake Thomas with you. We got 10 aside, 2 rims at 10 feet apiece, and we got an orange basketball that bounces to the proper height of a standing elbow from a standing drop. Can't wait for this one. 7-win Indians and 8-win Cardinals ready to duke it out here in Big Rapids tonight. It will be Jenga against Higgs for the opening tip. Ball is up, and Cardinals win the tip. We are underway here in this one. Back right to that 2-3 zone, Blake. You called it right before in our pregame show. Over to Heist, now over to Moten, back inside Gilchek. Great ball movement from Big Rapids to start it. Great dump pass, and count that baby in the foul. Jenga from Gilchek and one, and man, that was as good of an opening set as you could have drew up against that zone.
Well, there's the change that they made. Instead of putting Gabe in the middle of that zone, Ty's in the middle of the zone like I hope they would do. And there you see right there, Ty touched that ball 3 times, and as soon as he touched it, it's out of his hands. And he finally made a really, really good dump pass to Gabe.
Not able to convert from the post 98 charity stripe, but it's 2-0 Cardinals in the first 20 seconds. Full court pressure here. Look at the top of what looks to be almost a 1-2-1-1 zone here from Big Rapids. Poked away there from Jenga. Having trouble is straight. He throws it off of the knee of McLaughlin out of bounds. Indians will retain possession.
So right there, that's the typical Ken Ingles scramble play. On a make or miss free throw, you're going to play that 2-2-1 full court press and try and trap the corners. Worked beautifully there. Almost got a turnover.
How about it?
And then another thing that Kent has done for years, Coach Ingles has done for years, is deny the inbounds pass, not let ball get in. See if you can steal 2 or 3 turnovers a game. There's the first one. Like to see the Cardinals starting out this way with this defensive intensity.
5-second call right out of the gate for the Cardinals defensively against the Indians. Gilchek almost lost it. Throws it across the way. McLaughlin to Jenga. Diving to the short corner. Back out for Liam. Across the way to the other side wing. Cole thought about the shot. Will hold on to it. Ty will get it. They'll reset the offense here. 7 minutes to go. Register to win a new truck at Menards. See store for details. Over for McLaughlin, now to Jenga. Inside, Gilchek lays it in. Great ball movement again from the Cardinals. It's 4-0. 2 looks right under the cup. Great job. Trouble with it was Robinson, and a foul is called near the scorer's table. It's going to go against Cole Heiss. That's his first. Cole hasn't had many fouls in the last couple games, maybe only 2 in the last 3 games combined. Picks up his first, and Big Rapids' first of the night. Lob pass over towards the corner. Liam does a great job, but it's knocked out of bounds. Indians will retain possession.
The Cardinals are giving the Indians fits right now, trying to enter the ball into the game from the sideline. Like this intensity from the Cardinals to start this game.
Another zone look here off the inbounds. White Cloud just trying to see if they can get a look. Fired up is Cruzan off the window, too strong. Jenga had it in his mitts, lost it, but goes to Cole. Heist will carry it now across the half-court stripe. Another 2-3 look from White Cloud out for Gilchek. Looks down, trying to find Jenga. Now he'll drive. Floater. Got it! Beautiful, confident drive, and floating it home is Gilchek. He's got 4, the Cardinals' first 6 points.
Again, putting Ty in the middle of that zone has changed everything for the Cardinals. It just looks smoother than it did last night.
Moten and Jenga now going to trap Robinson, ball on the deck, out of bounds. White Cloud will get it back. Dezos Digital, get your business in front of potential customers on their TV, no matter if it's YouTube, Hulu, Netflix, and more. Visit DezosDigital.com for more. Indians have trouble with the inbounds. They just get it in time. Higgs able to catch it. Back up for Robinson. 6-0 our score. First 2 minutes gone in the first frame. Cardinals with the lead. Downhill, Robinson, left-hand floater. Bounces all the way in and out. Not able to get the friendly roll. Jenga out and running here. Sees 4 Indians on defense in front of him. Heiss thought about it. Got it on the shot fake there as Straight jumped out of his shoes. Jenga inside for Gilchek again. Looks for a skip pass. Got it. Cole from downtown. Money ball. Beauty from Cole Heiss, picking up where he left off. 4 for 8 last night from downtown.
Cole has been lights out lately shooting the rock. You can't let him catch and shoot if you're an opponent at this point.
Robinson dives and scores. White Cloud is on the board at 5:22 to go in the first. 9-2 our score. Liam downhill gets it out for Moten, up top for Jenga. Jenga outside for Cole. He's getting a lot of extra pressure after that last 3-point shot from the top. Moten now with it in his mitts. Over to Gilchek. Over to Heiss. Steps in. He's going to fire. Oh, goodness. Don't let him catch the ball. You got to do whatever at this point.
Put it on the deck if you're going to be successful guarding him. Catch and shoot is his bread and butter, and he's as good as anybody catching and shooting the ball.
Turnover going the other way. McLaughlin lost it, gets it back out for Jerice, over for Ty. Ty thought about it. Now he's going to think otherwise. Back across for Cole. Cole diving in towards the free throw line. Zone reset for White Cloud. He'll back it out. 4:35 to go here in the first. 12-2, our opening score. Big Rapids on top. Gilchek turns, fires off the back heel, no good. Jinga fighting for it. It's going to be off of the Indians, so the Cardinals will get an inbounds play here upcoming. And I would have to imagine if you're the Indians right now in that 2-3 zone, I'm sure Coach Jones is thinking, do I change that coming up here? Here's Liam going to fire right off the go and not able to score it. A foul is called on the rebound. We'll see what's officially registered. It's going to be on Liam trying to hustle for his own miss. Love to see the effort from Liam. Second foul for the Cardinals. But I got to imagine Coach Jones, after this start, it's going to take a lot of patience to stay in that zone the way the Cardinals have been shooting and finding open shooters.
Yeah, well, and now the Cardinals can take their time, too. No shot clock in high school hoops in Michigan, so you can pick that apart as much as you want, and especially he's going to have to extend it, which is going to create even bigger gaps. So you could see Coach Jones go into a different look here.
Cardinals also in a zone defensively. Coach Ingles loving to change it up. Cruzan will fire, and he scores just out the elbow. Nice shot there from Cruzan. Second bucket for White Cloud, 12-4 now our score. Just a nice entry feed to the open space, and Cruzan wasted no time to fire it, and he hits it. Gilchek, pass over, McLaughlin dives, floats it up, and will score. Good to see one fall for 4 as McLaughlin finds himself his first field goal here since the Newaygo game. Cruzan trying to go against the press himself, intercepted. Gilchek looks up, fires over for Jinga, over to Moten. Moten trying to get it back to Jinga, and he had it picked off. Canning has some trouble, and he lost it. Ty holds it up top. Cardinals will take their time, looks over for Cole. Cole thought about it, now he's going to go to the elbow. Backs his way in now, Moten. Good defense up top for the Indians. Not able to let Jarice drive. Nice pass down low. Liam is hacked, and he's going to the line for 2. That's great entry once again. And Blake, you mentioned it, moving 43 to the point of that zone near the elbows and the free throw line has opened up everything for the offense.
Like I said, Ty Gilchek is one of the best passing big men, probably the best passing big man in the league. He already has 3 assists in the first quarter.
Wow, impressive stuff. Moten and Ty will take a breather. Drew Heist and Lamont Belvin will check in. Fresh sub as well for White Cloud. Cruzan is off. He will be replaced up front. Reese Hewitt will make his first appearance on the floor for Coach Jones. Second one, no good. 15-4 score. Big Rapids leads it in the first 5 minutes of the first. 3 minutes to go till our first stoppage. Trouble for Straight, double team, piece of it. Hewitt has to grab on top of it, and a foul is called on Liam. Getting a little over-aggressive, and that's going to be his second foul here of the quarter. We'll see if Coach Ingles likes to make us up.
And right there, you have to know the situation. If you have a ticking time clock there, you have 10 seconds to get it across. That was probably 7 seconds. If Liam just backs up there, you're probably going to get a 10-second call and force that turnover. The press is working. It is causing fits for the Indians right now.
Yeah, and you could hear him walking to the bench saying, I just went too hard that time. I should have let him go. And because he must have heard what you were saying on your headset, Blake. 10 seconds would have definitely been in play. A tough shot falls from Robinson. Gathers step, is able to flip it up with the left hand and finds the nylon. 15-6. Pass up for Jinga. Sees 3 guys on the dribble going towards him. Over for Drew, now to Cole. Top of the key, fires. That one short. Belvin battling for it. Down goes Higgs, but he's got the basketball. Robinson will push. Jaden Robinson towards the free throw line, off a screen, looks down, spins, nowhere to go. Straight off the catch, looks for the mid-range. Great contest and help from Belvin and Drew Heist. Great defense on that side of the zone. Back to it. White Cloud will reset it straight with honors. He'll carry it. 2 minutes to go here in the first quarter. Cardinals lead by 9. Open man Robinson all alone. Fires. Too strong on the three-point try. Belvin picks up the miss. All the way up ahead for Moten. Moten head down. Layup is good. Jarice Moten's in the book. A very nice feed from Belvin. Gets a wide open look for Moten.
The Cardinals centers right now, their 5 men have 4 assists. You don't see that from your big men very often.
No, you do not. Trouble on just keeping his feet in bounds that time. Near the line was Canning. Straight will fire a 3. That one's no good. Jinga pulls down the miss. Him and Belvin almost fought over the same rebound. Cardinals will carry it over for Heist. Cole Heist in the short corner. Dribbles back out for Gabe. Gabe looks, goes, drives, kick out for Drew. Drew quick pass over to Cole. Cole thought about it, looking for the skip pass. Tipped in, goes to Jerice. Trouble with it, though. Over for Jenga. Jenga thought about it, back to Jerice, inside for Belvin. Belvin looks, tries to find a man, doesn't. Drew Oliver on the floater, too strong. 55 seconds to go. White Cloud grabs the miss. They're out and running. Robinson near the right wing, gets a screen. Switch now, Drew Heist will defend him. Jaden will back up now, looks at the clock, sees 40 seconds here for the offense. We'll see what kind of set White Cloud wants to run here. Over for Straight. Going to get a screen here if he can get all the way over, and does. Great roll inside. Jingle will help over, but a foul is called. No, travel is called first. Great call there, Blake. It looked like he took a couple steps before the contact took place.
That's the Gabe Jenga factor there. You see Gabe in the middle of the paint about to jump, you're going to shuffle your feet. It's a scary thing to see. And right there, perfect example. You have a shot eraser in the middle, and that's what happens.
Cardinals working with 20 seconds to go here in the opening quarter. Jerice down low for Belvin. Belvin back to Jerice, over for Drew. 10 seconds to go here in the quarter. Heist down for Jenga. Jenga sees a double team, trying to find someone and does in Belvin. 5 seconds, looks, throws it away, trying to get Jenga. And believe it or not, Gabe not able to jump that high and catch that one. A little bit too high off his fingertips. 3 seconds to go. White Cloud, maybe a chance for a full court, half court look. 2 seconds, Robinson will fire, tries to draw a foul, and wide of the mark, not going to get the contact either. That's a quarter of basketball here in Big Rapids. 17-6 our score here against White Cloud. We'll step aside, we'll pay some bills. We'll be back with more after this right here on WBRN.
American Legion Post 98 Baseball returns to the Diamond next summer. The area's best players assemble to compete with some of the nation's best American Legion teams. Ty Gielczak, Noah Sweppenheiser, Kurt Wilbur, John Lazinski, Carson Rakoff, and Brody Osaski return, along with Nowego's Russell Toft, Reed City's Caleb Sommer, Sten's Emmett Ligman, and Everett's Aiden Anderson, plus new talent Lucas Johnson of Everett, Ian Metzger, and Kobe Franklin of Cadillac, and even Parker Billings of Fulton. The team has athleticism, speed, power, IQ, and talent to make up the 2025 Post 98 AA Ducks. Post 98 American Legion Baseball is supported by Hamtech, SMC Electrical Services, Hunty's Clubhouse, Filler Insurance, the Rakoff family, Old and Air Quality Professionals of Dundee, Brown's Barbershop, the Big Rapids Media Network, and BBR Mobile Home Setup. Shout out to Peter. Without the community support, there would be no American Legion Baseball in Big Rapids. From all the players and coaches, thank you for your support. Find the Post 98 schedule at 98baseball.com.
Back to Cardinal basketball on WBRN.
Welcome back here to Cardinal Arena. Brandon Worth, Blake Thomas with a 17-6 our score here after one quarter of basketball. Cardinals started out really well, moving it away around in that zone offensively against the White Cloud zone, rather. Finding a lot of success. See if they can get back to it here in the second. 17-6 our score. White Cloud just trying to find some consistent offense here in the second for Coach Jones and company. Up top, Robinson defended by Cole Heist. Looking for maybe a play to get set up. Now they get to run it. Over towards the right wing. Looks over there is Canning. Canning off the screen. Batted up. Moten with the pick. Tries to throw it up ahead to Cole. Finds him. He'll stop at the three-point line. He's defended there. Here's Ty on the top. Looks, throws over for Moten. Moten back up top. Nice to reset the offense.
They're going to reset the offense. Yep, that's exactly what I was going to say.
2-3 zone. Great minds think alike here for the White Cloud Indians. They're sticking with it despite getting a little bit shredded in that first frame. Ty spinning, backs down, floats it up. Too short. Good defense that time by Higgs. Turns back Gielczak on the block. Robinson will push. Tries to find a man and does. Rotating around over into the corner. Shot up from the corner for three. Bounce around, no good there off the fingertips of Canning. Out ahead, baseball pass looking for Drew. Heist saves it in for Jenga, and he'll lay it in. Great save from Drew, and Gabe gets a deuce.
Yeah, there's that perfect example of that transition defense, and you see the Cardinals are actually mixing up their defenses on makes and misses. On a make, they're going to press. On a miss, they're dropping back into a zone, and that little difference in pace is giving the Indians fits.
Robinson will carry it back to the top. White Cloud will reset their offense once again. Good defense in front of the table. You probably heard the trap take place by Gielczak and Jenga there on Robinson. Forces the offense to be reset. Back up top it goes here. Reese Hewitt with it in his hands. Now back to Straight. Straight will look around, find Canning. Fended up top, trying to get it down to the post. Now they do. Here's Hewitt. defended by Moten. Passes back away. White Cloud will reset it again. Good defense from the Cardinals so far in this set. Straight, hesitation, lost the basketball. Saved there. Great job by Jenga. Up ahead. Heist throws. Moten kept it into Cole. Over for Gabe. Almost lost it. Now he holds it. Everybody takes a deep breath. Now Cole's going to fire a long three. That one is too long. Great offensive board from Gilchek. Puts it up and in. Extremely clean up on the boards for Ty Gilchek. 21-6 Cardinals here at home.
If the Indians want to hang around here, they have to hold the Cardinals to one shot and then clean up the boards. You let them get offensive rebounds, it's going to cause a ton of issues.
Robinson gets ripped. Drew Heist got it from him. They're off the hands, I believe, of Jenga. Subs will check in at the table. Heist thought about the corner three. He'll hold it now back out for Gabe. Gabe will go across. Here's Ty for Cole. Fires a wing three. That one's in and out, no good. Robinson now gets his hands on the miss. Screen for him now, trying to get downhill. Robinson, great feed inside, and Higgs will draw the foul. He won't get the bucket to go. So 2 upcoming there. Gilchek went up. That was a great head fake from Higgs, and now he will go to the stripe. No, they're going to rule it on the floor, actually, before the shot. So maybe that is a good foul, after all, for Ty, who will wipe away the 2 free throws due to the early convenience of that foul. 2 subs either way here for the Indians and the Cardinals.
Give David Higgs credit there. If he would have went up, Ty Gilchek probably would have gotten hurt there with just being off balance. Kept him safe. I appreciate that.
Robinson in the short corner, defended by Gilchek. Over for Colson. Cruzan will fire. That one is short. Gilchek pulls down the miss. He looks to throw. Now he does to Liam. Liam just checking into the ball game. Over for Drew Heist. Corner three. Got it! Money ball there from Drew Heist in the corner. That's a great spot-up shot from the freshman. Back to defense. There goes Drew, defending there. Having trouble with it was Graves. Almost carried the basketball. 24-6 our score. All Cardinals here in the opening moments of the second quarter. Up top, and scores a tough bucket there for Jaden Robinson against Isaac Wilhelm, who just checked in. That's a tough move on the reverse.
Jaden Robinson's a very nice player. Does a lot of really good things.
Gilchek lost it. Robinson with the save. White Cloud will steal a possession. Ty had an opening, tried to go downhill, and had it knocked out of his hands on the way up. Robinson stopped at the stripe, lost it. Almost stolen away by Cole. Now into the corner, recovered by Straight. Ball on the deck now. Hewitt has some trouble. Just barely gets it to Straight. Back out for Robinson on the left wing now to the corner. Corner backed up top. Jaden Robinson will set it up once again. Big thanks goes out to American Legion Post 98. The area's best players play for Post 98. Visit 98baseball.com for more information. Down the hill, short corner, and a foul is called. Drive there, I believe, by Graves is going to pick up a foul on Wilhelm, who was shifting over on help defense with 3:39 to go here in the second. 2 free throws upcoming here for the senior, Jaden Graves. First one up on the way is no good. A little bit too strong that time from Graves. Moten now will return. He'll relieve Drew Heist. Some good minutes from the freshman.
Another productive 5 or 6 minutes from Drew. Just getting better and better and better each game.
You can tell he's getting the experience game by game, which is going to be deadly by the time we get to late February, early March. Second one is good from White Cloud. Cuts the deficit. Cardinals with a massive lead, 24-9 here as we approach 3 minutes till halftime. Liam tries to get it to Jerice and had it stolen away. Liam threw it to the right shoulder instead of the left shoulder as he was diving to the bucket. Robinson will be defended by Moten, looking to get his get back defensively. Trying to drive. Robinson has trouble. Cruzan, mid-range, contested. Got it right in the contested hand of Wilhelm. Just sunk it right in front of him. That's a tough shot.
That was smooth, yep. Looks like he was comfortable there. That's his spot. And butter, nothing but net.
3 minutes to go here in the half. Cardinals will go back to work offensively. Gilchek, baseball pass on the skip for Liam. Over for Jerice. Jerice looks, throws, tie. Open three. That one is short. Rebound there by Cruzan. Indians will give it off there to Robinson. He'll carry it across once again.
You're getting to the point now where the Cardinals are settling for jump shots here. You got to get the ball in the middle of the paint again, just like last night.
Cardinals working man-to-man now defensively. Robinson wants a screen. Denies it, refuses, goes to the other side. He hits Cruzan. Open for three. That one wide side to the right. Good rebound there by Gilchek. Heist now. Cole Heist will push. Trying to go and get somewhere. He stopped at the top of the key. He'll pass off here for McLaughlin. Looks inside for Wilhelm. Almost with the catch. Has to save it and does. Back inside. Ty almost had a no-look hook pass. On the deck it goes there for Graves. Trying to get under the bucket, does, hands off to Straight, and he scores. White Cloud off of the Cardinals' turnover. They've now stretched, I believe, 6 points consecutively here in the last couple minutes.
Right there, Ty needs to know that that ball was tipped. He can go and get that. That shouldn't be a backcourt violation. He kind of took his foot off the gas pedal there.
Great pass from Isaac Wilhelm, finds Gilchek, and they answer the deuce the other way. They get it inside, and Wilhelm with a great pass that time to Gilchek. White Cloud will see a press now. Graves has some trouble, tries to get rid of it. Was deflected. They're going to rule that it is White Cloud basketball. No, they're going to reverse it. It was last touched by Graves in the corner. Chance for a sub. Gilchek will take a breather. Jenga will check in to replace him with 1:34 to go. Here in the half, stick around. We'll have some scores around the league as well as breakdown from the first half of action. And maybe we'll even preview what's coming up on Friday because I know everybody's looking forward to that game down in Grant. McLaughlin will hold. They'll try to get around to the corner there for Heist. Now he's got it. Defended nicely by White Cloud. We were over to McLaughlin. McLaughlin to Gabe. Gabe trying to size up the zone, see if he can go anywhere. McLaughlin now will dive inside. Kick out pass for Heist. Now to Moten. Moten down the hill. Back for Cole. Great pass. Fires. Oh, and he nails it. Money shot, and that's a great find right there to kick it back out to him. Might be a little unorthodox, but it still counts for 3 points. And a steal. McLaughlin rips it and tries to score it. And a putback from Jenga. It wasn't a slam, but it still counts the same. Great defense to offense for the Cardinals. Moten now pesters Robinson. Cruzan trying to get it across. He had it stolen away. Heist, here he comes. Oh, he missed the layup. Foul is called on the baseline. We'll await from our official to see if the foul was called. And it's called on Gabe Jenga on what was going to be the putback attempt. So he will pick up his first foul with 36 seconds to go in the half.
So here you go. The Cardinals are going to play a 1-3-1 here. Look to trap the corners.
Robinson will have it. And you can see Heist shaking his head. He missed a couple last night, a couple of those layups. And misses another one here tonight, looking to get his get back defensively. Robinson making some dribble moves, back up top for Graves, back to Robinson quickly, tries to screen for him. Now we'll await on the 1-3-1. Finds Cruzan. Great dive from McLaughlin, but a foul is called on the reach-in. And that's the third on Liam McLaughlin. So Coach Ingles, we'll see if he lets Liam stay in the ball game. 14 seconds left, and the answer is no. In comes Drew Heist in for McLaughlin. So that will bring in a fresh body for Coach Ingles and company for the final 14 seconds. Good minutes from Liam. A great steal that time, though he didn't get the chance to score it. Jenga with the putback. Nice to get the steal. On the catch, Graves stuck in the corner. Robinson now double team with Moten and Heist. All the way around, and a foul is called. A little bit on the body that time, perhaps, and it's going to be on Drew Heist, and that is the fifth on the Cardinals. So to the line goes Jaden Robinson, the post-98 charity stripe for 2 here upcoming.
Jaden Robinson is a good player. You know, White Cloud's going to go as he goes, and the Cardinals have made it very tough on him tonight.
First one on the way, no good there from Jaden. Another one upcoming. Big thanks goes out to JD Fit, Moda, the Macassasoa Transit Authority, as well as our great friends at Schuberg Insurance, a three-pointer in auto, home, and life insurance. Bounces around and good. 31-14 our score, 7 seconds to go. Here for the Cardinals with the lead. 4 seconds now. Looks. Jenga couldn't catch it. Had it stolen away. White Cloud's got to shoot it on the way. That one no good as the horn expires. That's a half of basketball here in Big Rapids. It's a lead for the Cardinals, 31-14. And right now, Blake, they're up by a fair margin of 17. They don't look happy right now. They haven't played the best.
No, you know, again, it's a tale of we played really well early, up 14-2, and then they've kind of coasted. But you sub in different players, have a couple of different lineups that probably haven't played a ton together, whether it's in games or in practice. You've got to be happy with the 31 points, and you held them to 14. And you think about it, you've played a 2-2-1, you've played the jump press, you've played a 1-3-1, you've played a man, you've played a 3-2 zone. So you're getting some working with some different looks, and gearing up for that big game on Friday.
Yeah, you want to play the best on Friday. Not discrediting the effort in the first half here against the Indians, but of course, Friday's game means a little bit more.
Yes.
We'll step aside. We'll pay some bills. When we come back, halftime report, scores around the league, and more. You are listening to Cardinal Basketball exclusively on WBRN.
TikTok, YouTube, Hulu, get your business where customers are watching an average of 24 hours of content each week. Dasos Digital curates campaigns for your business for your goals, targets, and budgets. Video content creation may seem daunting, but Dasos Digital can see you through the trees. Short form, long form, drone, Dasos Digital can get you looking good in front of your customers consistently and effectively. Dasos Digital, navigating your business through the digital wilderness. Visit dasosdigital.com for more.
When quality counts, you can count on us.
The ASE Blue Seal of Excellence Award for auto repair is not easy to earn, and there's just one repair shop in the area that has received it. Quality Car and Truck Repair. Call or make your appointment online today. 220th Avenue off Perry, just west of 131, Big Rapids.
The Detroit Red Wings return to the ice this season on WBRN.
Now the Wings trying to bump it forward. Here's a breakaway for Christian Fisher. Moves in, he shoots, he scores!
Motown looks to motor to the postseason after coming up one game short last year.
Eda with a centering attempt. Kreider with a chance. Beautiful leg pad save right there by line.
Join Ken Cal and Paul Woods each and every game on 1460 AM and 96.5 FM. For the weekly Red Wings broadcast schedule, visit WBRN.com.
In the year 2017, an innocent man accused of a crime has a choice: hard time or prime time.
Ugh, I didn't do it, and now my car's suspension is kaput like a running man.
Fortunately, the Napa-certified technicians at Johnson's Automotive can fix the suspension, replace the tires, even replace the brakes on any make or model.
I told Damian Killian I would be back.
Johnson's Automotive, Northland Drive, Big Rapids. Schedule service online at johnsonsautobr.com.
Killian, here is Sub-Zero. Now Plain Zero.
Welcome back here to Big Rapids High School. Brandon Worth, Blake Thomas with you here on the call. 31-14 Cards after the first half, but as we mentioned before we went into break, Blake, not the best first half overall. They started out really hot, got out to that big run, very similar to how Fremont was a little bit last night. So the next 16 minutes are going to be very imperative that they play well, especially with that momentum going into Friday night. We don't want to see them kind of slip back like they did against Fremont. The last couple games, you look at the tallies, they've been outscored 15-14 in that Newaygo second half, which they were very not pleased with, and then they were also 15-11 given up against Fremont in the third and fourth quarter respectively to help them get back in it. So this is a really big 16 minutes, even though right now with a 17-point lead, it might not feel that way, but they really need that to get some momentum the rest of the way going into Friday.
Yeah, you know, confidence is the best performance enhancer. If you're playing with confidence, you're going to play well. And you see it in spurts where the ball's moving, they're doing a lot of really good things, and then they get into these lulls. And then when you get into those lulls, you've got to find a way to get an easy bucket here or there. And they're trying, I think, the defensive effort, you held a varsity basketball team to 14 points and a half.
Very
you have
good.
to be happy with that. But, you know, missing little bunnies on runouts, throwing the ball into the third row, those are things you've got to clean up, because when they get to Friday against a Grant team that is, going to be ranked in the state at some point or is getting those AP votes, if you don't value every single possession in a tight, good ball game, you're going to end up on the wrong side of it. So look for the Cardinals to clean that up in the second half. Look for them to stay aggressive and look for maybe a couple of different looks. And again, I know Coach Ingles pretty well. He's not going to want to show a lot in the second half because he knows that Grant's watching. You have to upload your film now to get access to other people's film. So he's not going to show a ton. He gave Grant a lot to prepare for in that first half. So look for the Cardinals to get out in transition. That's what you want. When they're playing fast, that's when they're at their best.
That's a great point. So we're likely going to see different players in the same scheme rather than the same players in a different scheme.
Yes.
I think that's a great way to put it. So expect probably the reserves, if this margin increases into the fourth quarter, to get some minutes. We'll see guys like Owen Craven start to get on the floor. Wilhelm, Ashton Folkemo will get some minutes. I'm sure many people want the X factor, Xavier Mishler, to shoot the rock a little bit from downtown, I'm sure. But looking at some scores around the league, speaking of the Grant Tigers, they have a lead at the half, 35-17 against the Central Montcalm team. That gave Big Rapids fits here, and also upset West Michigan Aviation last night at home. So Central Montcalm not an average club. They're a good team.
Yes.
Might not be what the record shows, but what it confirms, Grant is the real deal, and we're going to have ourselves a dogfight Friday night.
Yeah, and we knew that coming in. Just looking at their roster from last year, it was full of sophomores and juniors. They had a couple of really, really, really good sophomores that gave us fits last year in an upset win here in Cardinal Arena. You played at Grant. I've coached at Grant. That gym on a Friday night in a big game, you can barely hear yourself think. It is going to be a blast. I'm really excited to watch it from this perspective. A good club with a new coach who seems to have them as a well-oiled machine right now. Again, should be a fun one. If you're not doing anything on a Friday night, you want to make that trek to Grant, come on out because it's going to be one of the better ones we see this year.
And if you want to still listen to the broadcast and make the trip, you can. WBRN.com, you can take the mobile app, download it from the Google Play or the Apple App Store, and you can listen to us with you in the crowd so far. Blake's got it on his phone. I got it on my phone. I've seen a couple people looking around with it on their phones, so hopefully you guys take it with us, and hopefully we can pack the nest in Grant on Friday night. Do have another score update. Last we checked, just a few moments ago, Lakeview winning at Reed City. That would be a huge win for the Wildcats after upsetting a very good White Cloud team not too long ago, charting to see if they can move their way up in the white division. And so we'll see with Coach Walsh how he adjusts in the second half to potentially get that win back, because they are a really good team to only have one win right now. So we would like to, of course, the alumni in me wants to see them get a couple wins, of course, because that's a better team than a one-win team. Absolutely. And we saw that in the opening moments of this game. I mean, that game would have been much different if the shots weren't falling for Big Rapids.
Absolutely.
But we're glad to see them go in for the home faithful as well. Big thanks goes out to New Horizon Landscaping, Menards, American Legion Post 98 Baseball, Dazos Digital, Big Rapids DailyNews.com, The Rundown, Mornings with Etch on Big Country 100.9, The Morning Rush with Aaron on Y102, and, of course, the WBRN 10-minute school closing guarantee. I know there's some upset students out there that were tuning in the last 2 days and unfortunately did not get to stay home and play Madden the rest of the day. They had to go to school. But we'll have that coverage for you if and when there is a case that we have our next snow day here in Big Rapids. So it's going to be a really interesting second half, Blake. I think if you're White Cloud, this is going to really tell you what Coach Jones believes in this group. If they stay with that 2-3 zone, that's given them some fits defensively just for how the Cardinals have moved the ball around in spurts, or if he sees if he can try to do something a little bit different, maybe play man-to-man, maybe some full-court pressure, see if they can try to slow Big Rapids down a little bit.
Yeah, the first 4 minutes of the third quarter is going to be pretty telling what their game plan is, whether they're going to pack it in and try and keep it respectable, or they're going to try and cut into this lead. The thing is, if you get into that full-court pressure and you let the Cardinals get loose, especially number 24, that can be demoralizing because, he had a big dunk last night, almost threw down a windmill. Last week, Friday? I've seen him throw one in between his legs and put it down. You got to be careful when you do that. You've got to be very, very confident in your press. But at this point, you're down 17. You don't have a whole lot to lose. There's been times where, working with Coach Ingles, where he said, we're going to press. We're either going to lose by 40 or we're going to come back and win. And more times than not, we found a way to get it done. So, you're going to see that the Indians have to change something so this doesn't get out of hand.
We'll see what they have in mind. Back after this short break right here on WBRN.
Big Rapids Cardinal fans, Auto Owners Insurance and Schuberg Insurance Agency is a winning combination. We'll work with you to ensure your home, auto, business, and life to keep everything you value safe, sound, and secure. Auto Owners Insurance, the no problem people. Visit us at SchubergAgency.com. And don't forget to like us on Facebook. Schuberg Insurance Agency, community driven, policyholder focused, education based. Let's go Cards.
Welcome back here to Cardinal Arena. Second half about to get underway. Brennan Worth, Blake Thomas with you. Glad you have tuned in. Whether you're with us live over the airwaves or streaming on the website or the mobile app, big thanks goes out to our great supporters, including New Horizon Landscaping. They'll help you clear that snow in your driveway. Be sure to visit them and give them a call. Menards as well. New F-150 on the block, sponsored by Sylvanius. See store for details. Save big money only at Menards. We are underway here in the third quarter. 31-14 as we resume play. Cardinals with the lead, and we'll see that 2-3 zone. Coach Jones sticking with it here in the second half. Spin for Jenga down the lane. Left it short off the window. Good rebound there by Higgs. White Cloud will try to push, see if they can get a quick look straight off the line. Chased off the line. Cruzan with a floater. That one off the back heel. Gets his own miss. Going back up and will draw a foul underneath. He's going to go to the line. I believe this one's going to be whistled against Gilchuk, which that will be his second foul of the night, first of the quarter for the Cards.
Good job by the Indians there. One shot, got the rebound, able to push the tempo a little bit. And now a big thing you can do to get back into a game is this: get to the line, get some free buckets. Got to make them, but get some free buckets here without the clock running.
Shot missed there from Cruzan. He'll get a second. Rides to Wellness. Moda provides reliable transportation for medical appointments as far as 100 miles. Visit modaonline.net for more. Free throw is good on the second try. 31-15 score. Cardinals will try to go to work offensively again. Moten, great pass, but out of the hands of Jenga. They got the high-low they wanted, but it just goes right through Gabe's mitts, and you was looking right to Ty saying, was that supposed to be a lob or was that supposed to be a pass? They were both on a different page of the same play.
Notice the Cardinals are playing a box-in-one now. They're not letting Jaden Robinson even touch the ball. This is right up Jerice's alley. Just chase a guy around.
Missed off the window. Indians not able to convert on that try. Here's Heist down the hill. Kick out pass for Gilchuk. He'll hold it up top. Cole almost lost it. He's going to carry it. Now spinning off one man is Canning. 5-on-4 if they want it to go quickly. Bounce pass inside. Jenga puts it up and scores with the left hand. That's a great find. The high-low didn't work the first time, but it works beautifully the second time. Great bounce feed from Ty.
Get the ball in the middle of the zone. Good things happen. Example A right there.
That's a good call. We should use that for our intro. 6:36 to go here in the third. Indians trying for an answer. Up top there goes Cruzan. Working now to the right elbow. Canning thought about the shot. Almost tipped away by Gilchuk. Cruzan still holds it. Finds a man straight. Trying the bounce pass to Higgs. Almost lost it. Now gets it back. Double team there on Cruzan. Trying to find any sort of a look here. Here's straight. Spinning. Fires on a mid-range. That one collects nothing. Ty with the rebound. Heist will push now to the right wing. Cole thought about the shot, trying to keep Indians on their heels. Gets it to Ty, floats it up, and scores right over top of Higgs. Gilchuk scores, and he's the first Cardinal in double figures.
Middle of the zone. There you go again. Fine Ty. Good things have happened. He's having a great game again tonight.
He is making a bid for the BRPS player of the game. Colzan misses there as a great contest from Jenga. Thwarts the miss. Here's McLaughlin trying to dive. Floats it up. Not able to get the roll. Good drive from McLaughlin, but he just faded when he went up to the layup. Got to go up a little bit upright, a little bit straighter, and I think that one goes down the lane. Robinson is fouled. We'll see who they call it on. There's two Cardinals in the area, and it's going to be called on Jenga. And so Jenga will now pick up his second. Same team foul here in the third quarter for the Cardinals, and Robinson will now go to the line.
Coach Jones does a good job there making an adjustment, just setting a simple screen for Jaden Robinson in that box and one.
In and out, no good. Subs coming in. It will be Drew Heist in for Jerice Moten, who will get a breather here. Once again, man-to-man there on Jaden Robinson. That's a tall order. So
no easy task there.
He's going to take as much rest as he can get here for the remainder of this one if they stay in that scheme. And that one is good. And a timeout on the floor by Coach Jones. We'll step aside, back with more basketball after this right here on WBRN.
Not everyone learns best in a traditional classroom. For 11 years, Big Rapids Virtual School has been the area's leading provider of online education. We offer flexible, personalized instruction for all students from kindergarten through graduation. Students have access to instruction 24/7, as well as instructional support in-home or in person from our experienced staff. If you are a public school student or a homeschool family that is interested in our curriculum, resources, and supports, find us online for more information. brps.org. BRVS, anytime, any place, any way, any pace.
This is Senior Ty Gilchuk, and you are listening to Big Rapids Cardinal Basketball on News Radio WBRN.
Back we go here from Cardinal Arena. 35-16 our score, 5:23 to go here in the third quarter. Coach Jones taking a timeout at the last break, trying to see if he can get his defense tightened up. here in this offensive set. Here's Gilchek, cross away. Heist, top of the key, 3, in and out, no good. Higgs grabs the miss. Clean look for Cole. Bounces out of the cylinder. White Cloud will look to see if they can respond. Canning looks back up top for Robinson. Robinson will hold at the top. Looks for a screen back for Canning, trying to get something down inside the post. Cruzan had his pass taken away. He was looking for Higgs on the other block. Pass ahead. Great find. McLaughlin lays it home off the feet from Jenga. That is a beautiful pass right there by Jenga. Able to find Liam, and that's a well-earned bucket there on the hustle from McLaughlin. In the corner, Straight will have a try. That one no good. Offensive rebound by Canning. Looks for Cruzan. He's going to try to go up. Off the window, no good. Batted around towards the out of bounds. Saved there by Gilchek. Great hustle there from 43 and White. Heist now will carry. Looks on a spin, drives, floats it up, and scores. Crafty move there from Heist, and even has a smirk. I mean, he's probably practiced that play 100 times. Great to see him execute it beautifully. Short corner jump shot right away. White Cloud starting to stretch out these shots, shorter and shorter shifts here on the offensive end. Cruzan, now he'll fire off the catch. Back heel no good into the hands of Liam. Liam will bounce it up ahead for Drew Heist in front of the scorer's table. Will carry it along the sideline back for Liam. 2-3 zone again. Looking now, relocating. Ty's got it. Double team behind him, tries to fire, and Cannon got a piece of it. Ty just didn't realize he was right behind him as he was going up. Indians get a stop. See if they can try to score off of it. Straight holds now for Robinson. He'll reset. 3:35 to go in the third quarter. Cardinals lead by 23. Cruzan fires and scores. Another bucket for 24 in black, and he has now added to his tally with 7 tonight. Off the jab fake. Cole wanted to shoot that one. Going to pass to his brother now for Liam. Liam down here for Jenga. Jenga will dribble back out. He's got a man wide open if he can throw it across. Now they get it to him as Drew Heist in the corner. Looks, dumps, great find. Another great pass. Jenga for 3, and nothing but nylon. Beautiful shot from Gabe. Great ball movement once again from the Cardinals. Consistently, if they can do that, man, the offense is going places.
Absolutely. Get the ball in the middle of the zone, find Ty, and just let him make decisions.
Another shot for Cruzan, and it falls. Boy, if 24 touches the ball, you know he's going to shoot it, and about half the times he's made it tonight so far.
Yeah, he's having a good game.
Over in the corner now on the wing, I should say, there's Drew Heist now down low. Jenga looks, draws a foul, and that will be the first one on White Cloud. It's going to be called there on Cruzan. Subs at the table, Wilhelm and Folkema will check in for the Cardinals. Returning will be Hewitt for Coach Jones and company. Big thanks goes out to Extremely Clean. They can professionally prepare, repair, and paint any surface in your home. Visit extremelycleanmi.com for more information. 2-3 zone on the inbounds. Cardinals will get their scheme set up. Over into the corner for Folkema. Going to drive, looks, kicks it out for Heist. Good defense there. Corralled and crashed by the Indians. Not letting Ashton get even a look at the rim. Here's Heist back up top for Folkema on a pass fake. Now for Drew Heist. Looks for the high-low. Skip pass over to his brother Cole. He'll fire a 3, and it's butter. Stay hot 3. Boy, he has just been incredible shooting the basketball in the last 3 games to start 2025. Up on the layup, Robinson no good. Offensive rebound, here's the transition game. 3-on-2 if they want it. Folkema, jab step, kick pass. Drew Heist looks, now he's corralled in the corner. See if he can dribble his way out of it, now gets it inside. Wilhelm to the left hand, puts it up and short. Tries to get his own miss, and a foul is called. And it looks like it's going to be on Isaac. Had a good look at it, just left it a bit short that time with the angle.
Love the aggressiveness. Got the ball in the zone. Good drop step. Just leaning a little bit too far away from the rim. If he can get that chin up and get his momentum towards the basket, that's an easy finish for him.
1:40 to go here in the third. Cardinals lead 45-20 here at home against White Cloud, a 7-win team entering tonight. Round the horn for Straight into the corner. Canning, catch and fire, and scores. First time I believe we've called Canning's name for a shot, and well, right now with the percentages, they should go to him more often.
Absolutely. You know, a little late to the trap there out of the 1-3-1, and Canning just gets it off, and it makes a good jump shot.
Trouble there on the pass. Folkema recovers it after Jinga almost had it knocked away. Skip pass up to the top. Heist thought about it now for Folkema. Folkema bounce pass, short corner. Jinga surveys, dribbles through the zone. Kick pass, a nice one. Drew Heist sets it up, fires. No, he tried to bounce all the way up, not able to get the friendly bounce. Indians will now run. 5-on-4. Robinson spins. Cruzan, floater, swatted by Jinga. Here comes Drew Heist, a man on his back, and a foul is called. Good hustle play by Canning. If there was no foul there, only my imagination could think of what would happen next, as Drew Heist was looking behind him, and 24 was stride for stride behind him. If only we could have had a redo of that one.
He did do that as a freshman. Caught a lob off the glass one-handed, unexpected. Couldn't believe it. I would love to see him reenact that again.
Final 30 seconds here to the third quarter. Looking for a good one here is the Cardinals on offense. Wilhelm will go to the top of the elbow. He's got it now. Over for Folkema. Folkema over for Jinga. Jinga surveys, trying to go his way in, fires. That one is short. Trying to power against two Indians on the block. Not able to score it. Final 20 seconds. Into the corner quickly. Graves, floater, long one, goes wide right and out of bounds. It will be Big Rapids basketball with 13 seconds here in the third quarter. Big thanks goes out to Schuberg Insurance. From downtown, head downtown for Schuberg Insurance Agency, Big Rapids' most trusted name and insurance. Final 10 seconds here in the quarter. Gabe dives, floats, scores. Beautiful job from Gabe Jinga. White Cloud's got to throw something up. They throw it out of bounds. Uh-oh, there might be some time left on the clock. 0.2 on the game clock under the basket. Some subs will probably come in here at the next quarter, but now there's 0.2. There's only one way you can score it, Blake. I'm not going to say how, but maybe. Just maybe.
A lob.
Quick shot on the way from Heist. That one no good.
Had that 0.3 to catch and shoot anyway.
Yeah,
so.
Good luck there. Comes up empty, but a nice third quarter there for the Cardinals. 47-23 our score. We'll be back with more basketball coming up after this right here on WBRN.
When quality counts, you can count on us.
At Quality Car and Truck Repair, your safety on the road is the priority. The maintenance and repairs we do are all to that goal. But other drivers are not always. Reminder, be safe and watch out for the other guy. 220th Avenue, off Perry, just west of 131, Big Rapids.
JD Fit in downtown Big Rapids is where you go to get fit. Are you a gym loner? Do you need your workout but want your space to work? Or do you want one-on-one workout help? Whatever your workout needs, JD Fit can help you get fit. Stop in downtown Big Rapids or find them online at getjdfit.com.
Back to Cardinal basketball on WBRN.
Welcome back here to Cardinal Arena. Brandon Worth, Blake Thomas on the call with you. 47-23 Cardinals. So far, obviously, we'll have the Big Rapids Public Schools Player of the Game here coming up later on. But, Blake, I think it's fair to say right now, 43 might be earning everyone's vote tonight for what he's done, not just scoring the basketball, but distributing at the top of that zone on offense.
He's definitely the leader in the clubhouse, I'll give you that. Unless somebody has an unbelievable 8 minutes here, he might be that shoe-in there.
We'll wait and see. New faces on the floor here for the Cardinals. Quick look for Straight. That one is good. We'll see if they rule that one a 3. Yes, they will. He was close in that corner where his feet. They're going to say it was behind the arc. So 47-26. McKinney, Drew Heist, Craven as well, joined by Wilhelm and Folkema, the 5 on the floor right now for Coach Engels and company. Folkema will orchestrate the offense here against the zone. Works here, Craven, down the hill, kick pass. Drew Heist, pump fake, floater off the window. Too strong. Had some contact. No foul called. Straight now going to push. Straight to the mid-range. Fires. Oh, that's pretty. Might be the last name, but that reminds me of another player that can score it as a point guard. His brother that played so well last year and is now playing college basketball. Here's McKinney. Good pass, trying to get it to Wilhelm. Lost it on the deck. Battle for it, rolling towards the baseline. I believe it was last touch by Craven, out of bounds. It will be White Cloud basketball. 6:58 to go in the ball game. So we'll see what this group does for some of these guys. Obviously, Drew Heist making his 10th appearance here this season. Craven, his first in quite some time. Hadn't seen him. I think the last time we saw him was against Newaygo for a brief moment. Good to see him get some minutes out there, as well as Folkema and company. Strip from Cruzan. Fulcoma's got it out ahead. Here comes Heist. Lob pass for Craven. Tries to go back. Great fish in 9, and he scores.
That's a great break there. Give it up to get it back. Drew Heist gives the ball up, gets it back from Owen for an easy bucket.
Such a great pass. I lost my words for a second. That's a great find from Craven to Drew Heist, and a foul is called. Wilhelm tried to block the attempt from Hewitt from behind. Be the third foul on Isaac Wilhelm. He's had quite a few fouls this season despite his limited minutes. That just shows you he's not afraid of the physicality. He's averaging right now in 4 minutes per game that he's played at least one foul, and we've seen on multiple occasions with 3 fouls after 7 or so minutes. But that just shows you he's willing to do the dirty work, box out, block, do whatever he can to help his team win.
Yeah, he's down there to bump and bang with people, and that's what he's doing. You'll take that. Hey, now you get Lamont back in the game, a guy who had some run in the first half. Good to see him back in there.
So Lamont will join as Wilhelm will take a breather. 6:21 to go. Free throw good on the second try. 49-29 score line here in the home of the Cardinals in the nest. Over in the corner now. Here's Fulcoma with it offensively. Dives, looks, tries to find McKinney, and does. McKinney floats it up, almost scores it. Belvin tipped it back over to White Cloud. Here comes straight across the timeline. Picked up by Drew Heist. Off of a screen, hesitation to the short corner. In trouble there, looks for a pass, almost stolen away. Back up top, Cruzan will have a look for 3. Back heel, no good. McKinney grabs the miss. Great job to go up and grab that board.
Looks very reminiscent of Carlito McKinney, his older brother, wearing the same number, same hairstyle, same type of rebound.
Absolutely. It's like the family lineage is still on the floor with the Straights and the McKinneys back once again. Good ball players in good bloodlines. Here's Heist at the top against the 2-3. Fulcoma will fire a 3. That one just long, battling for the board. Belvin's got it off the tip from McKinney. Tries to hand it to him. Deflected out of bounds. It'll be White Cloud basketball. 5:18 to go. Subs coming in here. We'll see the first appearance for Dante Michael. The senior will make his way onto the floor. We'll take off Jaden Graves for Coach Jones. And with the margin now for White Cloud, it might not be necessarily lead chasing, but substance going into Friday night's game.
Yeah, absolutely. This is why White Cloud's going to learn something from this. Playing a team that's a little bit better than they are. They battle, they play hard, they do a lot of good things. And look for them to continue success. You don't win 7 games in 11 games by accident. So they're a good club, but just a little outmatched tonight.
Short corner foul is called as Belvin was battling with Hewitt over there as Michael found him on the baseline pass. Sub coming in, Griffin's going to make his first appearance here for the Cardinals, and we'll get a standing O for Drew Heist, who will likely potentially see his night come to an end here with 4:54 to go in the fourth. Stick around. Big Rapids Public Schools Player of the Game post-game show coming up. We'll break this one down and preview a bit of what's going to be pandemonium on Friday night. Trouble on the contest. Firing and scoring is Straight, as I believe it was Belvin and Craven got tied up trying to go close him out, and that leads to an open 3 there for Straight.
I'll tell you what, Brady Straight for the next 3 years is going to be an absolute problem as he gets older. He'll be very reminiscent of his brother.
Ball bounces around. Fulcoma for 3. Front iron, no good. Belvin grabs a rebound, puts it up short. Now McKinney on the glass gets another one. Out for Craven. Craven, jab step, left hand. Great pass inside. Belvin not able to score. McKinney with another rebound. Looks up top for Craven. Craven, bounce pass for Griffin. Griffin, step back. 3 ball. That one wide right. Another board for McKinney. Here's Fulcoma. Now here's Craven. Craven out for Griffin again. Crossover for Fulcoma on the pass. McKinney now drives, looks, dishes. Griffin dives, puts it up, and scores. Great job by Griffin. 3:51 to go. His first field goal in quite some time, as Belvin now will check off, and it'll be 33. The X Factor Xavier Mishler on now here for the Cardinals for the final 4 minutes. We did have a brief stoppage there as Griffin had his ankle wrap actually come undone, so he's got it back squared away. Back for basketball. Straight will hold here at the top. Man-to-man look here for the Cardinals. See what they can get set up here. A little bit of trouble there for Straight. Gets it over. Here's Canning. Canning off the screen. Looks. Michael holds. Now back for Straight. Straight down low. Hewitt got the step. Block, but a foul is called. It's going to go on Mishler, who was behind Higgs as he was trying to go up. Or correction. Yes, no, that is Higgs down low. So 2 upcoming here for the senior David Higgs. Trying to cut into the deficit here for the Indians. 3:27 to go in this one. First on the way. In and out from the Post 98 charity stripe. The best baseball players in the area play for Post 98. Donate today at 98baseball.com and contact Coach Scarpelli at Big Rapids Media 796-7000 if you want to support this year's team. Second on the way is good. 51-33 score line here in Cardinal Arena. Big Rapids has done a great job overall defensively the entire game against White Cloud. It's been a big focal point and have scored enough here to outscore White Cloud to this point. Trying to add to it. Folkema trying to draw contact, not able to get the foul called. Hewitt on the rebound. He'll push it up for Straight. Straight picked up by Folkema. Skip pass, got a man. Canning looks, elbow, floats it. In and out, no good. Great rebound there on the jump there from McKinney. He'll push it now. McKinney looks, finds a man. Griffin fires. No good, just a bit long. Rebound there from Folkema. Mishler from downtown. You knew when he catches it, he's going to fling it. And, boy, that was a long ball from Mishler. 2:42 to go. Timeout on the floor, I believe, for substitutions. So both teams shoot on the floor while we have the chance. Here's our chance for station identification here on the Big Rapids Radio Network.
You're listening to News Radio WBRN, 1460 AM, 107.7 FM, and 96.5 FM. A part of the Big Rapids Media Network, and your home for Big Rapids Cardinal basketball.
Almost a steal from Craven. It goes out of bounds. It will be White Cloud basketball. So far we've had almost a full book here tonight. McKinney hasn't found it yet. Folkema hasn't found it yet. Craven, I don't believe, also has found it yet, but he's made some nice passes in this game so far. We'll see if those guys can try to score here in the final moments of this one. Around the way, good fake there by Dante Michael. Hands back off here for Straight. Defended by McKinney. This is the matchup we've been waiting for. Straight off the dribble, orchestrating the offense. Off of a spin, goes short corner, looks for a pass, and it's taken away. McKinney, but it goes off his foot out of bounds. It will be White Cloud basketball here with 2:12 to go. As we mentioned earlier, McKinney and Straight, notable bloodlines in basketball for their respective schools.
And give Kingston a lot of credit, in this limited amount of minutes. 4 rebounds, a couple of assists.
Here's a steal the other way. Craven had it ripped away, no foul call. Great steal, looking like his D-back days from this fall on the pick. Not able to score it, but he is fouled. So now here's Craven's chance to get himself into the book. Potentially, if they called this one on the shot, it might be a 4 on the ground. It looks like it is going to be on the ground, so it'll be thrown in. Oh, but you're right. King McKinney has done a great job this year with the minutes allotted to get substance out of those minutes. Lost it was Griffin, taken away. Working now with a lot of pace, too much pace for Graves as he just lost the basketball into his own bench. 54-33 still our score. Final 2 minutes for this one. We'll see now what the Cardinals have in mind against the 2-3 with this group on the floor. McKinney's going to run the point there at the free throw line. Short corner is Mishler. Mishler looks around, got it on the pass, all the way across now for Griffin. Looks on the skip, finds Folkema. Folkema tried to dribble through and lost it. Picked off, Graves got a piece of it. Now he has it in his grasp. Holds it up. Now he's going to fire. That one just a bit long. Try to get saved from Hewitt. He does for Higgs, and not able to score. Rattles all the way around. Man open ahead. Folkema has it, lays it up. There it is. Point for Folkema as he points to the crowd, and pretty much relief for him. He's had a couple looks this year that haven't fell his way.
Yeah, nice to see Ashton get on the board, get in the book tonight. The Cardinals, again, playing with their guys who don't get a ton of time here and doing a lot of good things once they've settled in.
Michael for straight off the screen. Fires, in and out, no good. Rebound by the Cardinals. Folkema ahead. Now he finds Mishler. Here's McKinney. Lays it up. No, but he's going to get a chance at the line, I believe. Yes, 2 shots upcoming for King McKinney. Foul is called on Straight. So with 52 seconds left, we got 1 in the book. Now a chance for 2 as McKinney will go to the line here for the Cardinals. The Post 98 charity stripe upcoming. Takes his time, bounces it at the nail, fires on the way. That one no good. He'll await the second one. All the fans watching, just hoping to see McKinney put it through the cylinder. He'll take his time on the second. Couple extra dribbles, in fact. On the way, no good. Chance missed there for McKinney. Even though he's not in the book, he still played a very good game. Offensive rebounds, him and Belvin both almost combining for over 10, almost on one possession. Down the hill, and a big foul on Graves. It's going to be called on Craven, who was trying to go up for a block that time. So that's going to be his first foul. And with that foul, the Cardinals will have their fourth foul, so no more to give. Although, final 42 seconds, we'll see if White Cloud, how aggressive they get after these free throws. Chance for Graves now at the line. First on the way. That one spins off the right side of the rim. No good. Lead stays at 23 for the Cardinals. Another chance upcoming for Graves. Big thanks to Extremely Clean, Schuberg Insurance, Post 98 Baseball, and JD Fit and Moda for their support of Big Rapids basketball. That one a little bit short there from Graves. Good to see a smile on his face. So, hey, it happens. I've been there. Blake, you've been there. We've all been there. We've all been there. And even this gym, in fact, plenty of times. McKinney looks, floats it. Oh, no! It went all the way around the toilet bowl and swirled out. That is just absolutely brutal. Man, King can't believe it. He said that one was all the way in. How did it bounce out? So with 31 seconds to go, a foul was called on that ensuing rebound. And, of course, it's on King. So now a chance at the line upcoming here for Higgs. I don't think I've seen one go all the way in and spin back out like that in a long time.
Yeah, went around the rack 2 or 3 times there, then trickled out.
That's just crazy. Only in cartoons you see that. Second one upcoming off the first miss. 56-33 is still our scoring line. Stick around. We'll have our post-game show, BRPS Player of the Game, upcoming. Coach Thomas will have the honors, and we've already mentioned who his pick might be. We'll see if that changed over the last couple minutes. McKinney has some trouble. Up top, Folkema over for Mishler. Back to McKinney. They want him to score. Looking, kick out. Mishler, he's going to fire. In and out, no good. He had a clean look at it. I almost hit the button. I thought it was going down. Here's Graves, layup, good. That's a crafty finish there for the Indians. That will be not enough, though, for the outcome here tonight. Final 5 seconds will tick to a close, and this one will go into the book as the Cardinals win number 9 on the year, 56-39. Your final score. That's a big win for the Cardinals. Back-to-back nights, they go on the road at a tough place to play in Fremont. Have themselves a little bit of struggles, but tonight I think they really got their get back, especially 2 really good defensive efforts on back-to-back nights.
Yeah, anytime you hold a varsity basketball team to 33 points, you've played well. And give Coach Ingles credit, he definitely gave Grant something to think about moving forward. Showed at least 6 different defenses tonight and didn't get to show any of his man offense, so Grant's going to have to go back, and I'm sure that they'll have something in store for them. A really good win for the guys. And you take that momentum and hopefully build it going forward into, what we're talking about is the biggest game of the year to date.
I'm shaking right now thinking about it. It's going to be epic. We'll talk about that, and we'll get scores around the league, in fact, as well as our full Cardinal postgame show. But first, we'll pay some bills. We'll be right back with our postgame show here on WBRN.
Rides to the doctor, rides to treatments, rides to PT. Mota offers rides to wellness. If you're in need of reliable transportation for your medical appointment, contact Mota as far as 6 months in advance. Mota proudly serves Mecosta and Osceola counties with travel limits as far as 100 miles outside the county area, as well as the greater Ann Arbor area. Rides to wellness pickups are available 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. Monday through Friday. Visit motaonline.com or call 231-796-4896. That's 231-796-4896.
Michigan Primary Care Partners is thrilled to announce they are now open Saturdays from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. for acute issues. Avoid a costly trip to the ER and see your primary care provider right here in Big Rapids. Additionally, the Michigan Primary Care Partners in-house pharmacy is open on Saturdays for all your medication needs. Michigan Primary Care Partners is here to help you get and stay healthy. Find Michigan Primary Care Partners in Big Rapids, Canadian Lakes, Reed City, and always online at MichiganPrimaryCarePartners.com.
You know those guys who clean up decks, docks, siding, and gunners?
You mean extremely clean?
Well, they do more. a lot more.
Like,
Extremely Clean cleans everything and anything, not just outside, but indoors too. They can professionally repair any surface and paint it, whether it's walls, ceilings, cabinets, and woodwork. Licensed and insured, over 17 years in business. Extremely Clean does it all, inside and out. And when they're done, it's on Facebook and extremelycleanmi.com. Call today.
Save 30, 40, 50, even up to 80% off local restaurants, auto repair, services, things to do, health and fitness, and more. Bernie's Place, Cranker's Brewery, Monkey Shine Kennels, Hungry Howie's Pizza, Routley's Septic, Big Rapids Farm and Garden, Big B Coffee, Grand Hill Ranch, BR Fitness Plus, Bell's Coffee, and so much more. BigDealsBR.com is your first stop when shopping locally. Sign up for weekly Big Deal sales so you never miss a deal. BigDealsBR.com, where you shop for local savings.
Big Rapids Cardinal fans, Auto Owners Insurance and Schuberg Insurance Agency is a winning combination. We'll work with you to ensure your home, auto, business, and life to keep everything you value safe, sound, and secure. Auto Owners Insurance, the no-problem people. Visit us at SchubergAgency.com. And don't forget to like us on Facebook. Schuberg Insurance Agency, community-driven, policyholder-focused, education-based. Let's go Cards.
JD Fit in downtown Big Rapids is where you go to get fit. Are you a gym loaner? Do you need your workout but want your space to work? Or do you want one-on-one workout help? Whatever your workout needs, JD Fit can help you get fit. Stop in downtown Big Rapids or find them online at getjdfit.com.
Welcome back in here for our full Cardinal post-game show. Wrapping this one up, we'll put a bow on this one ahead of Friday night's what's going to be a fun basketball game. 56-35 final score. Cardinals move to 9-2 on the season. White Cloud falls to 7-5. And overall, obviously, Blake, we talked about the overall game. You're going to pick out our player of the game here in just a moment. I see you're tallying some stats, so I'll stall for a couple extra minutes. Grant getting a win. We have heard a final score reported there from Central Montcalm. 72-24, the final score. Grant is as advertised, as we're learning more and more each day, and that's a team to be reckoned with, especially in West Central Michigan, to say the least. Last time we had checked as well, Reed City and Lakeview tied near the end of the third quarter with Lakeview there in Reed City up north in the Den, so we'll see how that one progresses as the night goes on. And no other scores reported yet from the girls' action. We do actually have one non-conference, Chip Hills falling to Ithaca tonight for those curious in ladies hoops, but trying to get more of those as we continue on. But big thanks to New Horizon Landscaping, Menards, American Legion Post 98 Baseball, Dazos Digital, Big Rapids Daily News, The Rundown, which you can catch myself, Blake, chatting with coaches and players from respective schools on how the season is going. We'll have another episode out here this week. Can't wait for that. As well as big thanks goes out to Mornings with Etch, Morning Rush with Aaron, and WBRN School Closing Guarantee. So with that in mind, Blake, it is your time to shine, my man. BRPS Player of the Game, Big Rapids Public Schools, award-winning elementary schools, the virtual school extensive educational and extracurricular opportunities, as well as BRPS being the school of choice in the area. Visit brps.org. I got a pick, but you let the people know. We'll see if we line up.
So this young man tonight, 10 points, 7 rebounds, 5 assists, a couple of steals. But when he was in the game, you could just tell that the offense had a better flow to it. He was the main cog in that offense tonight. That was Ty Gilchek.
Nice.
The way that he moved the ball, he had 3 quick assists in the first quarter, finished with 5, rebounded the ball. But every time he touched the ball, he was making good decisions, finding open guys. And every time he touched it, the zone collapsed, and he's cool, calm, collected. A great night for Ty. You could tell when he wasn't in the game, the offense sort of sputtered. So he's our player of the game tonight. Without him, the Cardinals would have struggled a little bit.
I agree. And when he was at the top of that zone, obviously we saw a different look. Gabe was in the middle a little bit more on that game yesterday at Fremont. I mean, that changed the whole offense. It really gave so much more flow and just options. And not saying necessarily that, Gabe's not a good player. Gabe's an amazing player, but put him on the outsides where he can see where to go, put his head down, and shoot the rock, where Ty is such a great distributor contributor. I mean, that's the place that he just absolutely flourishes as a big man facilitator role.
Yeah, he's very comfortable with his back to the basket, which you don't see a ton in these days. It's all this stretch, play 5 out, put the ball on the deck, do all the flashy stuff. And, that's back to the old ways you played hoops. Back to the bucket, look to drop step, look to kick to the backside. And there's nobody better in the league right now than Ty Gilchek at doing that.
Absolutely, and we can't wait to see these guys playing on Friday. You can catch us same time. Pregame show starts at 6:30. We'll be making the trek down M37 over to Grant. Two of the best teams in West Central Michigan set to collide at the top of the CSAA conference Friday night. And even with the girls' game before it, Grant, not a pushover team. They're going to be fighting for position there. I think they're right now sitting around 4th in the standings on the ladies' side. And obviously Big Rapids and Coach Heist right now number 1 in the league with their win against Newaygo. So 2 highly anticipated games coming up here on Friday night. And we can't wait to watch both of them, especially calling the boys' game later on.
Yeah, we've talked about it all year. We talked about in the first rundown episode that Grant is one of the top 2 teams of this league. They returned just about every contributor they had. They've got a new coach with some college coaching experience. They do a lot of things really well. They're averaging upwards of 70-some points a game. A couple times, they're hitting in the 80s, which is really hard to do in 32 minutes at the high school level. It's going to be a raucous atmosphere. We're going to have to turn the headphones, our headsets up even higher so we can hear each other. I can't wait. It's going to be a fun one, and it has huge implications in the CSAA Red.
Boy, it's going to be a fun one. I can't wait to watch the freshman game, the JV game, the varsity girls, the varsity boys. I mean, it's going to be a great Thursday and Friday. 2 highly competitive schools colliding. Same time, same place you get this broadcast on Friday night, 6:30 p.m., 7 o'clock tip-off. Myself and Blake will be there and to bring you the entirety of that game. Time or temperature before you guys head out this evening, or if you're driving homewards from the game, check it into the post-game show. Right now, 15 degrees. You're going to see a little bit of flakes here over the next hour or so, so just be aware of that as you're traveling home. Obviously, the road's not the best right now, and I'm seeing a lot of looks, is school closed? No, it is not.
No.
But obviously, a lot of people hoping that it is. But just be safe on the roadways, especially for those that we do hope travel to Grant on Friday night to support the team. Like we said, you can take us on the go with you to Grant, WBRN.com, the stream, as well as the mobile app to listen to all the coverage there. Big thanks to JD Fit Cooks Tree Service, Dazos Digital, BRPS, of course, school of choice in the area. This Big Rapids Media Network broadcast and live stream is in partnership with Big Rapids Public Schools. Big Rapids Media Network is Big Country 100.9, Y102, 102.3 WYBR, WBRN 1460 AM, 107.7 to 96.5 FM, Rewind 99.1, Big Rapids DailyNews.com, and Dazos Digital. Family owned and operated for 25 years, Big Rapids Media Network is proud to partner with Big Rapids Public Schools and their athletic programs and will continue to do so for years to come. With that, Blake, I guess we will meet again on Friday night for what's going to be a very fun basketball game indeed. I can't tell you how excited I am for Friday night's game.
Really looking forward to that one. It's going to be a high-level high school basketball game. Like I said, one of the more anticipated ones in all of the CSAA, and definitely in this area of Michigan.
It's going to be a great one. We'll see you on Friday. Until then, this has been a presentation of Big Rapids Cardinal basketball. Only one place, News Radio WBRN.
You've been listening to Big Rapids Cardinal basketball on WBRN 1460 AM and 96.5 FM. We now return to regular programming.